Smokey, you better give me that. Give me that. Smokey, give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, good. What's up, Lewis? Just hanging out. It's a pretty chill day. I'm trying to learn the Final Fantasy VII speed run. It's hell. It's absolute hell. But it's fun though. I was having a problem. I wanted to play it on my PC, but getting the controls mapped to a controller was kind of tough because on PC the keyboard controls are like page up, page down, home, end, insert, delete, like, and then it's I don't even know. It uses a bunch of weird keys basically. Like it would be really hard to play that on a keyboard. Yeah, so far, well, you know, there's the guard skip and there's calm skip, but then there's Cosmo Canyon skip, which I haven't even tried yet. Then there's a bunch of small skips that I didn't even know about. Like the Jesse skip, it only cuts off like 13 seconds, but I've successfully done it once. And then there's a bar skip in Wall Market that I can't figure out because people are like moving after they've started a dialogue sequence and I don't know how. So I don't even know how to even start trying to do that one. And I can't figure it out. Like I can't find any information on it. I even asked somebody straight up, like, because they have a video on how to do that bar skip. And I'm like, how are you moving away from the person you're talking to? It does not make any sense. And then there's step route. You know, you have to fucking walk. You can run in most parts of the game, right? Like you're allowed to run, which is what you'd want to do in a speed run, right? You'd want to go fast. But there's certain places where you're supposed to just walk, and it makes it to where when you get to like the next room, you don't get any enemy encounters, and it can make it faster to go slower, basically, which is crazy, but that's the way it is. And you got to know where all those places are, you know, over the course of like a 7-hour playthrough. You got to know all the little spots that you're supposed to walk as you're running. And no, it can't be a setting, dude. If you look it up, it says you're not allowed. It says you're not allowed to move after you start a dialogue. So there's some weird glitch on how to do it, but I have not figured it out. Molly, you want to fight? But yeah, I don't know. We'll eventually get it, I think. It might be, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe there's another person in the room that I'm supposed to talk to, and that makes it possible for me to move while I'm talking to the other guy. Maybe. Maybe it's like, it's some weird little detail, right? Like that. Then when you go to leave the city, there's a fight with a boss called Motorball that I've never really had problems with because I've always been really high level by the time I got to that point. You know, it usually takes me like 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours to leave the city. Well, doing it by this speed run, you're doing it at about in an hour. You know, you're like level 9. So it's fucking terrible, dude. It's like I'm trying to fight this boss and he's just melting everybody. You have to do it in a very exact way. Like there has to be I don't know. You have to like hit him twice, then wait, and then hit him 2 more times, and then wait, and then do all this shit and then wait, because if you hit him while he's doing this one thing, he'll just kill you. But it's really hard to time all that. But yeah, I have been playing it on the PC though, because playing on my Xbox, for whatever reason, my fucking Elgato likes to be out of sync with the noise sometimes. I think it's just whenever the Elgato needs an update. But it doesn't ever tell me it needs an update, you know? Like I can start the Elgato software and it's just like, oh, all's fine here, boss. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. I got Callie to eat a Tyson ear this morning. That was pretty fun. Her and I took a nap for, like all afternoon, I think. Damian McCrae. If you read this, I signed you up for the Army. Oh, good. I'm gonna get drafted, you guys. That's awesome. Like a fucking 3-hour nap. Yep. Took a nice nap. Then I woke up and seen fucking bullshit on the YouTubes and got frustrated. Fucking, it's crazy, man. Yep, been there, done that. At least we didn't wake up still high and then feel like we had to sleep in about 2 more hours, because that's usually what happens if you overdo it. If you overdo it on the gummies, you wake up still stoned. I think I might have, actually. I might still be stoned. I feel it a little bit. That's exactly how you feel? Nice. We should just go down to the CR and jump in. That'll shock it right out of you. You'll be sober instantly. It got up to about 80 today, which it really wasn't supposed to. What's up, Lisa? Hope you're doing good today. Oh yeah, I gotta barbecue some chicken legs. Some chicken legs. Man, I slept all weird. Our little dog is like a war vet. If you wake him up, like out of his slumber, he'll start growling and wanting to bite you. But only for like a second, and then he wakes up all the way and he realizes where he's at. But it's kind of fun. It's also not, He likes to snuggle up next to you while you're trying to take a nap, and then you wake up to him waking up to you like that. What's up, K Dot? Made you some barbecue? Fuck. I'll give you a chicken leg, dude. How you doing though, man? You aren't the K Dot that we played DayZ with, are you? Maybe you got banned too. Eventually. Maybe. maybe it's a coincidence. That might be a common name. That's cool though. Yeah, we played. I was playing DayZ like all last year, and then right in January there, me and a couple other people got banned from this PVE server. It was a bunch of bullshit. There was a guy named K Dot actually that he was another topper, like top level player of the server, and fucking like the admins were trying to tell all of us higher end players of the server how to play basically, which it is their server and they had rules and we were following them, but they were wanting us to, you know, stop being the best basically, so that other people could have their feelings made better or something. I don't fucking know. It was a bunch of bullshit, like I said. So, but yeah, the one guy, like I was saying, the guy that was the other top level player, he kind of, in my opinion, had the opportunity to say things and tell, the owners and the admins what the fuck they were doing, and instead he was just kind of like, uh-huh, and just went right along with it, and I think maybe he had done that in the past as well. So it was, you know, I thought it was pretty shitty. That it was real shitty. I wonder if they banned you by association. I doubt it, dude. Because they didn't ban Boom. They didn't ban Callie. Well, they did ban her after she was talking shit in my stream, I guess. But initially they didn't. Part of me thinks it was all just like a political thing too, because the one guy on our team that was like our leader that set the whole thing up, he was kind of like that. What's up, high tech Andrew Dillingham? Like he had asked me how I could support Trump and all this stuff, and I told him, and then I don't think he liked my answer. And that was kind of the start of things shutting down basically with our group. I noticed it after we had that conversation. It wasn't really him and I talking anymore or doing much anymore. Me and Grinch stuck together because we were the two top players of the group doing everything that no one else could do basically. And yeah, it just started going to shit. And then one day the owner of the server comes to us and tells Grinch, because Grinch was our sales guy. Like he would go to the market there, like the big trader, and he would buy things from all the other players. And then, once we had enough stuff to go sell out at black market, which would not take that long, we would go out and try to sell it. And sometimes we'd make it. Sometimes, well, the first few times we definitely didn't make it, so we lost a lot of shit. And I think I lost a year of my life probably trying to figure that place out because it was so stressful and crazy. But yeah, we did it. And then the owners came and told Grinch that he played the game too much and that he was making people quit the server because of the way he was playing, which was bullshit. It was, they had made the black market for that particular wipe like way, way harder than it had ever been. And then they had kept the prices the same. So basically, people that could go out there wanted to pay less than what they were in previous wipes because the risk was higher and the payout was the same. And the people who weren't even willing to go out there and try it were the ones complaining to the admins, and I think they were also the ones donating a whole bunch of money. And so, you know, their complaints were heard, I guess. Yeah, and I was always really adamant about the rules. I followed the rules pretty damn well. I was always helping people. That was literally all I wanted to do. Like, it's just crazy to me, dude. You can go back and watch like all my different streams of that fucking server, you know, and I was just having fun, just helping people. And then that last wipe, I got asked to be part of that team, you know, by the guy who set up the whole thing, right? And so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll play with a big team. I'd never done it before, and I'd always talked about it. Like Callie basically pushed me to do it. She was like, no, you always say you want to be a part of a team of people who are just as good as you instead of just leading a group like us. So you go and join them and see what it's like to dominate the server. And I was like, okay, yeah, we'll do that. And so, you know, I go and help these people, and it was all of us just working together, trying to be the best team. And we weren't even really like that either, you know? Like, it would have been that if we would have actually got all the other top level players to make up our super team. But it really wasn't that. It was a couple of us were pretty top level, and then the rest of them weren't. So, you know, like me and Grinch were the only ones that could do BM. Everybody else was just part of the group, you know, but they could have been replaced with literally anyone else because they couldn't fucking help us. And so, you know, it wasn't like we were trying to abuse the system. We weren't trying to fucking rip anybody off. We were just the best. And that's what the owners even told us. They were like, you guys have 30 million in your bank account, and nobody else had anything close to that, I guess. Like, we rolled into the first admin store and spent like 5 million, and they were expecting people to barely have 500,000 or something. And they even said like they didn't want to do a whole bunch of custom gear that wipe, so that's why they were trying to make it difficult. And it's like, well, then just don't do it. It's frustrating. I don't know. Like, part of me still wants to play the game, but it's fucking dumb. It was a snowball effect with that server. They slowly started to show their true colors after being there for a few wipes. Yeah, dude. Well, and I think it was happening and we just didn't realize it either. Like, when I first started playing, there was like some really big players, you know, like the first day that I was on that server, I was running down on the railroad tracks and Viper came up to me. He was one of the main admins. He teleported to me and told me all about the server. And then one of the main players flew in a helicopter, and she had like a gold exosuit on, and I was like, what, you know? And I think it was the next wipe, that group that came and seen me as well on my first day, they were taking a break, right? And then it was just one big group after another. They would all take a break. That's what the owners would say, and you wouldn't really hear it from the fucking players though, you know? And it was like they were all just getting fucking banned for being too good or for irritating certain players on the server, you know, because there's a couple of people on there who are either an admin in disguise or they're just donating a lot of money. And so if you do anything to upset them, you're gone. That's pretty much what it was. Like, one of their top donors got pissed off at Grinch one day at the fucking trader because Grinch wouldn't give him like 75% value of some piece of shit. And, you know, instead of the guy getting good at the game and taking it out to fucking BM himself and getting 100%, he decided to start crying about it. And then that was that. He cried to his daddy, who was the owner of the server, and then we got fucking banned. Yep. Well, and then the real shitty thing is they use like this weird fucking thing within the game. I can't remember what it was called, but they have like a bunch of different servers that all have that same thing, and so I can't play on hardly any of the like PvE servers for that game because I'll just get banned from the other ones too, because that's how they do it. And it's like the day I got pissed off and went off about it on my stream and got banned, they were saying that I was making all these threats, you know, like I think I said something like, had the server owner talked to me like that in real life, I'd have punched him in the side of the head, you know. And then they were like, "Oh, he threatened to kill the server owner." And then like an hour later in the stream, somebody asked me about my swords. Like way later, dude, completely totally different conversation, everything. And so I grabbed one of them and I was showing it to the camera and I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty badass." And then I think I may have been talking about the functionality of it and how it could cut a head off. But I wasn't saying it would be used for anyone in particular or anything like that. You know, I didn't make any direct threats. I didn't say I was going to do anything. I'm not going to go anywhere. I fucking live in Montana. But, you know, they were saying that I was making death threats and all this shit. Just a bunch of scaredy cats, you know. What's up? No? But yeah. Just a bunch of babies. Well, and then I wake up this afternoon from my little nap here and I see, no, they're not teenagers, dude. They're fucking fat ass 40-something-year-old fucking dudes like me. Just like me. Like, do you think if somebody went live in like fucking Massachusetts or fucking Florida and said that they were gonna punch me in the face, do you think I'd be like, "Oh God, get me, you guys, get me"? No, I wouldn't fucking do that. You could show up on my front fucking doorstep and I still wouldn't do that. I'd probably come right out there and start filling the street with uppercuts. Well, yeah, I wake up this afternoon and I see fucking old Hassan Piker on fucking Twitch. Apparently, is just saying that, you know, anyone that served in the military or whatever is fair game for their little fucking bullshit. So I went on my community thing there and I posted at him and said, "Add me to the list too, dude." You know, because when I was in the Marine Corps, I went to Israel and I served a little bit and did some training with the IDF. So, you know, if it came to a battle, we would be alongside them. And anybody that's fucking out here claiming allegiance to Hamas or fucking Hezbollah or any group that's against the IDF or anybody that's just saying they're against the IDF, well, then I guess you're against me, you know? So, whatever you want to do to those people, come do it to me too. Do it. Do it, lady. I dare you to do it. My Minecraft ocean monument farm? Hell yeah. I wish that still worked. It might actually a little bit. I wish Minecraft still worked, dude. I can't even log into my world anymore. It sucks ass. They added too much and they broke the world. They broke their game. Or at least my world. I wish we could, like, choose, like, well, and it would have to be on console, I guess, but we'd have to be able to choose, like, save states, or not save states, but, like, update points, you know? So you could go back to, like, oh, excuse me, like, different states of the game. And then I could go back to a state of the game where my world actually worked. But it doesn't. It's sad. Well, and I think it's not even necessarily the game like that. I think it's just this weird technical issue with Minecraft on console having a very limited world size. Like, you're only allowed to have a 2 gig file for world sizes, and I think that's all your worlds. So the problem I have is my world was like a fully explored large map on Xbox One edition, and then it got expanded from that. So the file is like 2.6 gigs when you fully go and explore all the different things. And it just gets to the point where, if you go to sync the world or anything like that, basically I had got a new Xbox, right? I got a Series X. Then when I went to, well, that's the weird thing too, right? When I first got it, it died. I had to send it into Microsoft, and then when I got it back, I think I got maybe a new one. But yeah, it's just never been able to get my world from the cloud. Basically, I go to try to sync it, and it fails because it says I don't have enough storage space for my world. So I pretty much would have to start over, and I don't have any desire to. I don't think, yeah, I've never kissed a dude, man. Ever. Hey! Quit it. Molly. Knock it off. These two are about to fight each other. I woke up to a fucking fat Mexican fucking probably illegal immigrant prostitute rubbing my junk one time on a sidewalk. That was pretty intense. It was in California. Fell asleep waiting for a cab on the sidewalk of all places, And when I woke up, this lady was squatting down right in front of me, and she's just reaching out, just giving it hell. And I pushed her hand away thinking that would be that, and when I let go of her hand, it went right back to my balls and just started rubbing them, and I'm thinking this is inappropriate, and then it might have been actually post-war. Now that you mention it, I was getting to that. But anyway, fucking where was I? Oh yeah, so she kept fucking reaching out and grabbing it, and I couldn't stop her. And I thought that every time I'd push her hand away, she'd just stop, and she wouldn't. And I was also really drunk, so I couldn't figure it out. Well, finally, I just stood up and I was like, "Get away from me, you bitch!" And then I seen how ugly and nasty she was, but I was, again, so drunk, I can't really remember much of what she looked like, other than that she was a bit rumply. She was a little out of proportions for her swimsuit that she was wearing, or whatever the fuck it was. And then I also realized that I had missed my cab, so I went back into the bar to call it again. And I had a friend with me, one of my fellow Marines. Well, he was also waiting for the cab, and when I went out back, he had been sleeping on a bench waiting for the cab as well. And I went back out there to tell him that I called a new one, and I saw the bench and it was empty. And I was like, oh shit, my friend is gone. And so then I started searching around the parking lot back there, and fucking there was this walled off area of like some dumpsters, where you couldn't really see too well in there. And so I went walking around this wall, and I get around the side and I look in there behind the dumpsters, and there's my friend getting a blowjob from this really nasty lady of the evening, we'll say. It was pretty intense. It was an interesting night. So yeah, maybe we won't start a Minecraft world. How about that? The curse of the beer goggles, exactly. They'll get you. No, I don't have any interest in playing Minecraft. Maybe if they made a Minecraft 2 and it had round objects, maybe then I'd be properly represented. for my roundness. But yeah, it was old Hassan Piker making threats against Ethan Klein's wife, I guess, on his stream the other day or something. Maybe it was today, I don't know. I just think that's crazy, man. Twitch allows like some crazy shit on their platform. Like, I'll go live on Twitch and probably get banned immediately just for my face. Ain't that right, Smokey? She's like, yeah, probably. You are an asshole. Yeah. Look, I got 2 dog food dishes out here, so these idiots won't fight each other. There's one way over there on the other side of the smoker, and then the one they're fucking both eating out of at the same time. Both those 2 are clowns, Hassan and Ethan. Yeah, you know, Ethan's a leftist too, I think, but I don't know. He's found something that, you know, that he couldn't go along with, which is pretty much how it goes, I think. Like, eventually, they'll find something that you'll find near and dear, you know, and then you have to make a choice. Do you want to keep going along with their bullshit and be part of the club, or do you want to fucking tell the truth and tell people how you really feel and then get ostracized and all that shit, which is kind of what has happened with Ethan Klein. Like, you know, he didn't want to go along with the left's whole hating of the Jews lately, and so, you know, they're just like, oh, well, you're not one of us then. You're not allowed to sit with us. Yeah, I don't mind your guys' opinions, you know. I might not agree with it, but you're welcome to share it. And then I'll yell at you afterwards. Yeah. I just think there needs to be consistency, especially with rules and stuff like that, you know? Like, if some people are going to get banned for certain things or tossed in jail for certain things, then, you know, everybody needs to. Well, Hassan got famous because of Chunk Yogurt, his uncle or whatever, the host of the Young Turks, pretty much, you know, just brought him with him and was like, oh, by the way, here's my nephew who's a little piece of shit, but he thinks he's really cool, you know, and that's pretty much where Hassan came from. And I don't know about Ethan Klein. I'm not sure. I think, you know, he's been trying to just build a platform since the very beginning of YouTube and stuff. So, you know, but it's just everything went to shit when everything went political. And now we're just kind of stuck in that hellscape where it is political and there's nothing you can fucking do about it. And if you find yourself on the side that still wants to be like a traditional American with traditional values and stuff, then you're a fucking asshole, apparently. Yeah, I think Hassan worked for Ethan, maybe, or they were working together in some capacity. They had a podcast together called Leftovers. Oh, good. I bet you Hassan's never ate any leftovers. He puts off a I'm a spoiled brat vibe, big time. Well, that's cool to know. Hopefully, you're still getting some good use out of that Guardian farm, or maybe it just awoke, a passion for the technical side of gaming. I don't know. That was something for me. Like when I first started playing Minecraft, I thought I knew it pretty well, and then I met this guy that knew about tick rates and like all the different chunk borders and all that stuff, and like the real like tech side of the game. And once you figure that out about one game, you tend to want to know it about other games too. And so it just it changes the way you see games. It changes the way you play them. What's up, Afro Marcus? I should start a podcast called "The World Is Fucked. Let Me Tell You Why." No shit. It is pretty fucked. People are all mad in the UK right now because there was some gal that, I mean, what she said probably was or could have been considered some sort of incitement of violence, but it was a tweet. And she got like 3 years or 2.5 years in jail for it, basically. And then the other day, or maybe a couple weeks ago or something, there was a guy over there. Basically, that lady was like the equivalent of a Republican here in the U.S., and she got thrown in jail for saying something that was considered violence. And then the other day, a guy over there that's basically like one of their Democrats, that is pretty much one of the migrants. He was like standing in front of a big group of people, like on live TV or some shit, saying they were gonna slit their throats and like making the motion with his hand and everything, And then it went to trial and he got found not guilty. And so there's a lot of people upset over there thinking it's two-tier justice system, and it certainly looks that way. And there's like, I don't know, dozens, maybe 100 different hotels, like big fancy hotels nationwide in the UK or in England, where there's all these migrants just living the dream, you know? Like show up in a boat, we'll put you in a 5-star hotel, bring you 4 meals a day, give you a smartphone, and like it's just crazy, dude. Yeah, there really isn't much freedom of speech over there. It was really cool, like going, talking about the Guardian farm. The rates of XP were insane on that. It was fun. I don't know. Now I'm trying to learn how to speed run Final Fantasy VII. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and I've played it a lot over the years, but I've never tried to play it like that. But because I know it fairly well, I've got a good foundation for learning. So I'm already getting a lot of it down. Like I know 2 of the major skips, and then I just have 1 more major skip to learn and about 50 other boss fights to learn. It's going to take me a year probably to put down like an actual run, I bet. Yeah, then they killed it with the spawn zones, right? Like your spawning range went from 50 blocks to frickin' like way less or something. Charlie, settle down, you little freak. That was the thing with my world on Minecraft. I originally built this big floating diamond, and then we dug a hole around it that was like 8.1 million blocks. And it was also, we could make a dead area around that structure, because inside of it I had found 3 spawners that were really close together. They were like 5 blocks apart in any direction, so it was like spawner 5 blocks away, another spawner 5 blocks from that, another spawner. So I had 3 spawners within like a 15 to 20 block stretch. Hey, what's up, Darce? And then I had built like one big XP farm around that. And then I wanted to optimize the rates of that basically. And so to do it, we were gonna, you know, make it to where there was nowhere else within the spawnable area to spawn a mob, you know. And by the time we got done doing it, they had changed so much in the game that it really wasn't even worth doing it. It was already done though, so you know, it was pretty cool, but yeah, it wasn't worth it. Yeah, Charlie is a little yapper. Where is he? I don't know if Darcy's seen Charlie that much. Charlie! Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Charlie! Charlie, come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, I got ya. I got ya. You little gnarly. This is Charlie. Yep. He's cool as hell. Aren't you, buddy? What is over there? You see a key cat? You see a freaking key cat? You want to go get it? You want to go get that key cat? All right. All right. Yeah, they weren't sure at first, but yeah, we catch them sleeping right next to each other and shit. Well, and they get to playing pretty hard. Yeah. Yeah, she gave up her toy the other day. Look, I found this at the weed store today. It's called a glass blunt. So you just load the end with bud, right? And I went about halfway because I didn't feel like going crazy with it. But then this part retracts in or out. And it's kind of sealed off. So I could pull this all the way back, you know, and then this would suck from like the base of it is actually about right there in there, right? So I could pull that back to there and basically have like about a blunt's worth of weed in there, right? And then it'll just burn down. But it's kind of burning like a one hitter. It kind of looks like a fucking crack pipe, to be honest. It's not crack though, you guys. But yeah, it's kind of cool because then once you're done, you can just kind of push this. And like all the ash, see there went some of the ash. Don't want to push too much though because there's still some bud in there. A little bit. It's pretty much a steamroller, but instead of just loading a bowl at the end, you load the whole damn thing, you know? Back then when you built the farm with your friends, you would have never imagined that you could ever talk with me. Oh, good. Yeah, well, probably should never meet your heroes, man. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. It's not green crack. It's weed. But no, that is cool, dude. I'm just some guy, you know? Actually, when I first made that that guide for it, I was playing with another guy. His name was Silent. Him and I played together a lot back then. And whenever like somebody would want help with the build, we would go into their worlds and show them, you know, there was always like people would build it and then something wouldn't work right and we'd go and help them basically, like kind of like tech support. I think we probably helped like, you know, I don't know, 20 or 30 different players, just people we didn't even know, you know, just went in and helped them tinker with their setups. A lot of it got pretty complicated with the Trident killer and stuff like that and the collection system. So, but yeah, we were helping a lot of people. like 3 of those. Keep them clean is essential. Yeah, it seems like it gets dirty really fast because this was brand new and I've only used it once. And now it looks like crack. 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 Few new reserves on the Hunter. Yeah, there's too many games, you know. I was literally just going to do a casual playthrough of FF7 the other day just for fun. And then I got stuck on the calm skip and it really upset me because I had done it before like a year ago. And then I got obsessed with figuring it out, which took me about 2 hours. And then by the time I figured it out, I decided, you know what? I'm speed running this game now. And now I'm stuck playing FF7 for the next year or two until I decide that it's stupid and I don't want to do it anymore. Charlie, I'm gonna get that. You give me that. Give me that toy. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Yeah, the Hunter would be fun though. I don't know. I might play that this fall when I'm trying to avoid going hunting in real life. I always feel guilty for not going, but I always feel guilty when I kill something. It's just guilt no matter what. Like you see a nice buck, you know, and you take it down and then you're like, I wonder how long that would have lived if I didn't see that, you know, if I didn't go hunting today. How old would that deer have got? Maybe 1 more day, maybe 10 more years. Smokey, what are you doing? You just getting old and stiff, old and stoved up. She was kind of hobbling around earlier. And she's lost a bunch of weight this summer. Yeah. Starting to get too skinny there, Smokes. Yeah. Oh. Let me just rub you. That's what I've been trying to do a lot lately. What's up, Cow Cow? You don't want to go to work this week? I bet, dude. Settle down, ladies. Molly, leave her alone. She's just getting loves. Ever tried Terraria? I tried it once, dude, and I could not figure it out. Or maybe I did, but I didn't really like it. My sons played the shit out of that, though. I think they still do every now and then. Or maybe not nowadays, but it was like there for a couple of years. I think they kept adding new bosses to it and stuff, and my kids would just binge play that. But yeah, I never got into it. I think that is one of those games that looks really simple and cute, but there's actually a lot going on, you know? Like Stardew Valley is another one that I wouldn't mind getting into, you know. And they've done a lot with it over the last few years. Yeah, Stardew is like Terraria or whatever it's called. If you could move in 3 directions instead of, 2. What's up, Kiwami Brian? You love Sundays? Hell yeah, dude. Except for that part where you got to go back to work the next day. There's a song by John LeJoie called Sunday Afternoon. It captures it pretty well. Get off the dance floor and start doing your chores. It's Sunday afternoon. You would like Sundays, but it means weekend over. Yep. It does. It means tomorrow's Monday. And you're going to wake up wondering why you even exist. And what's this all about? Oh, I got to go to work? Why? It's dumb. Go to work so I can make enough money so I can afford to go to work. Callie did make some homemade pretzels though. Look at that. And then I gotta cook this chicken. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Callie's like, yeah. Cook that chicken, you little bitch. Sir. I need some water though. Water. My little faucet here takes forever, but it dispenses the best water. Yeah. I can hear myself. Oh wait, I need a napkin to light the grill. Yeah. And we're walking. Gotta keep that door shut or else 6,000 flies will go in the house. Diesel is getting ancient dragon age. Oh, I bet. That old guy. Extend my legs a little bit here. All right. Chicken. I don't think I need my umbrella right now, and it's kind of over top of my grill. Yeah. You guys settle down, go lay down, shut up. Driving me nuts. My dogs. Not you guys. Well, maybe though. You gotta fold this up nice and neat and then light it on fire. You drive everyone nuts like squirrel shit. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. We got ourselves a tug-of-war situation. Who will win in this battle of the bronze? Oh, Smokey won. Smoky one. Hold on, you guys. I gotta cook the chicken. Charlie, is she messing with you? I'm already down to my last bag of charcoal, you guys. That's crazy. I suppose that'll happen when Charlie gets a hold of a bag and eats it. Whoa. The thing is right there. What's up, little hummingbird? You're kind of late this season. You got to get your ass down to Mexico. Yeah. Yep. Dude, I'm like I can almost reach out and touch that. That's it. I'm calling for the mass deportation of all hummingbirds. They've got to get out of here and get back to Mexico. Actually, they really have to for the winter. Charlie! You in the garage? Get out there. Boy. Light it. It's lit. You don't have hummingbirds? That sucks. I like hummingbirds. They're pretty majestic. Yeah. much is left in that feeder. I think it's just got, yep, a little bit. The other one's got a lot though. It's over there. Wait. Well, I've got one in the middle, right there, and then one over on the, yep, over on the end, right there. And then this one that was just getting fed upon while I was standing here. They've definitely died down though. Earlier this summer, it was almost kind of dangerous sitting out here because they were flying around, fighting with each other and just going crazy. But now I only see like one, maybe two a day. Yeah, it's pretty badass today. A little cloudy. Oh, there was a hummingbird again. I feel like they're attracted to smoke for some reason. Maybe it scares the bees away from the feeder and then they come in and can eat in peace. But it's like, even when I smoke weed, you know, I'll be back here chilling and it's like I'll light up a bowl and I blow out the smoke and then the hummingbird is here and I'm like, are they attracted to the weed? What's the situation here? Speaking of that, I need to go get weed upstairs. Hey, settle down, you little freaks. Molly, what are you doing? Yeah, it is. It's really good weather for grilling because it's nice back here in the shade. Feels like it's almost room temperature. Now I gotta shorten my legs again. Charlie. He sounds like an angry Ewok over there. Well, this fucking Christmas tree, though. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. I bet you that's an eighth. I bet you that's 1/8 right there. Or 3.5 grams. It's the biggest bud I got. The other ones are all like, I mean, even that one's a good sized one, you know. It's not that big. Jesus, Murphy. Grinder. Stems. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. I'm gonna make some chicken. I'll give you guys some if you could reach it. That's what's crazy, you know, as pissed off as I ever get with anyone, I think I'd still be willing to smoke some weed or share some food, you know, talk about things. Like everybody needs to fucking like get to that point again. I don't know. They say that our brains release some sort of feel good enzyme when we're with other people and we eat cooked meats. It's like a fucking primal instinct type of thing, you know? And that makes people like being with people, I guess. I don't know. I did see this recipe for some chipotle raspberry barbecue sauce or whatever. I'm gonna try to make some chipotle huckleberry barbecue sauce and see how it turns out. Yeah, dude, it's not even just that either, you know, but yeah, it is. Its lines are drawn on where we're voting. It's, you know, there's so many different things now that, you know, you could vote the same way as somebody, but then you don't agree on climate change or you don't agree on fucking the jab or, you know, there's just so many weird things that, and a lot of it still does kind of fall along those lines, but there's some that don't, you know, and so it splits us off even further into like subcategories. And I think it's all by design, you know. I think they want us completely isolated from each other. They don't want us being friendly. They don't want us talking. They want us hating each other. They definitely want a race war, it would seem, which is fucked up. And when I say they, I think I mean our enemies. Like, you know, you got to imagine any countries looking at the US from the outside, wanting it to fail, they would be in full support of anything that divides us. And the thing that divides us the most is just all the different rhetoric around every little thing, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I think we've been too kind for too long. Can't even get on dating sites without seeing it. Yeah, I bet. It's just sad, dude. It's like to me it's a little sad to see the left get so fucking crazy about every little thing, and it's not, I don't think that they want to do it either. I think it's like a social engineering thing basically, but um you know, I mean there was things that Biden did that I was pissed about, but I don't feel like I fucking lived that, I guess. I don't know. Maybe a little bit. But it's like some of the shit that, you know, the left is freaking out about. It's like, God damn, man. It's not that serious. To the point where they're out here, you know, threatening federal agents and shit. I'm just like, what are you fucking doing? Yeah, I think that would be helpful, you know. Person like me getting together with a person on the left and we smoke a bowl together and then talk about the things that we actually agree about, you know. Maybe really try to hear each other out. Like from my point of view, I think there's a traditional America that I grew up understanding, you know, like the apple pie fucking kind of you know, America, I guess. Like this, maybe it was all a lie, I don't know, but that, you know, I thought there was this fucking I thought this was America, you know. I don't know. And then it's like there's this other group of people who think that that's wrong, you know, and that we shouldn't chant USA and we shouldn't be proud to be Americans, you know, and just everything that makes us us. It just seems like they don't agree with that anymore. And somehow they think we changed, you know? And I don't think so. I think I've just always been waving an American flag and been pretty patriotic. But now I'm like more and more every year I'm being told that that's wrong by a group of people who insist that I'm turning into something evil and against the ways of this country. And I'm like, nah, dude, I think it's you guys. I think you're the ones fucking, you know, going along with a globalist agenda. And the sad thing is they are backed by the globalists, so they've got quite a bit of support, and they, you know, think that means they're justified, I guess. Some charcoal on here. It's real hot. A quiz on where you're from. Yeah, that's true, Darce, because over in the UK, I guess like 12,000 people a year are getting arrested for speech. You know, it's things they're saying on Facebook and Twitter and shit. It's crazy. Imagine, you know, that, I guess. I would say no is probably from the Netherlands. That's my guess. No, are you just saying no because your name is No and that's all you know? Spain? No. Maybe India? We've been getting a lot of people from India lately. No one knows, no. North Korea, Germany. Well, which is it, Germany or North Korea? What if it's like Kim Jong Un's son? Oh, Germany. Okay, cool. I am 13% German. I found out when I took my ancestry, which I think means I'm like 1/8, basically, which is about what I thought. I'm also an eighth lesbian. Ich mich dich. What does that mean? Ich liebe dich. What, Darcy? Are you saying bad words? Am I saying bad words trying to read what you're saying? I haven't even tried this new strain. I went out to this Granite Peak Products out here in town. Got a little bit of bud. I can't remember what it's called. It's irrelevant. It was a sativa hybrid, I think. It means I love you. Oh yeah, that's right. I forget. Adam's probably like 90% German or something, or maybe 100. No, he's probably not 100, but I would go to Germany though. That would be cool. I want to go. I seen a thing the other day. They're trying to figure out where bratwurst originated from. There's like a couple of small counties or something over there that are arguing with each other about who was the original bratwurst maker. That's the kind of arguments we need to be having here in America. Yeah, my great grandmother and my grandmother on my dad's side fled Germany in the 30s for, reasons. They tried to get on the ferry that was leaving their town, and it was full, so they had to walk 20 miles to the next town so that they could get on a different one and leave. And when they got to the next town, it was like the next day basically, and they found out that the ferry they had tried to get on that was full had been sunk. So I was probably this close to not existing. Well, and I also found out reading my great grandmother's memoirs, and I need to finish reading them actually, but I started reading them one day, and I read this part where when she was a little girl, her brother asked her to go to the store, and she did, and it was like winter time, and she got so cold that she ended up laying down under some bushes, and this dude on a horse-drawn cart or whatever was riding by, and he seen her, and he picked her up and brought her home, and if he wouldn't have done that, she would have died. And then, back then, I don't think anybody even had phones, so it wasn't till the next day that her family found out where she had went. They thought she had definitely died, and then the next day they found out she was alive and at one of the other people's houses in town. But again, I could have, if that dude wouldn't have seen my great grandmother, I wouldn't be here. It's pretty crazy when you think about it. Yeah, Germany would be really cool to go to. See a lot of the historic buildings and stuff. Ow, shit. Watch out. Little things make a big difference. That's true. Guess I could let you guys see this grill scraping action. Hold on. Get you out of my tits here. You gotta see the grill scrape in action. I don't try to get every little bit of it, but I try to get most of the big pieces. Some of it just won't come off, but that's okay. If it's gonna be stuck on there, it's gonna be cooking onto your food as well. Yeah, we're shaking the whole table here. Oh shit, I just punched the camera. Sorry, you guys. You'll be fine. Don't nobody claim fucking assault on me because I punched the camera. We wouldn't want that now, would we? All right, chicken's on its way out here. It's 2:20 a.m. where you live. For me, it's 6:20 p.m. 6:20 in the evenings.
I got it right here.
All right, I'm grabbing it. Watch out, Charlie the Gnarly. Hey, you so. Oh.
Yeah. Did I told you about it?
Yep. Watch out, Mollywog. I forgot we had this fancy little setup. Oh, careful now. Look at this, you guys. Basically hang your drumsticks right over it, and then you get a little more standoff from the charcoal, which slows down the process, you know, makes them cook a little better. And then it's just the way it cooks hanging like this. I don't know. You know, whenever I do drumsticks, it's always a pain in the butt because there's blood in the bone, and that blood will like start to seep out towards the end of the cooking process, and you'll think that your chicken isn't done in the middle because there's blood in it. And you know, you end up overcooking these. And when you hang them up like this, it's like the blood comes up out of the bones and then down out as well because they're vertical. And you know, it's like they cook way better, and you don't have that problem of it like seeping into the meat and making you think it's not done. No seepage. Keep that for later. Your dad took an ancestry shit, but I think it doesn't do mitochondrial DNA, so it doesn't track your mother's heritage or your grandmother's. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little rack. Yeah, Burning Quasar is in the same town as me. She's the rock lady, or, you know, not just the rock lady, but her and Adam own a pawn shop here in town, and they have a lot of really cool stuff in there. And so naturally they know a lot about a lot of really cool stuff, and, you know, and it's, I don't know. When I was first finding quartz crystals, actually, this is kind of like what it was, right? Like I was up in the woods one day and I found a specimen similar to this, or it might have been this one even, maybe not, you know, but I found a quartz vein, and I knew that her store down there sold cool rocks like that. So I went in there to kind of find out what it was, you know, and just see what they had as well, you know. And I'm into rocks and shit. And then I met Darcy and Molly. No licking the fucking paper over there. Sorry, no, am I missing your chat here? Let me look back. But yeah, it's 6:30 p.m. for me, dude. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I'm clicking on things. Yeah, Darcy's cool, you guys. She's one of my good friends. Rock show. We'd have to go in the house. That's the best way to see it. Because they're all in there. I'll put the lid on this barbecuer and we'll go in there for a minute. That's the thing. That rack is it's just tall enough or just short enough for the lid to go on, which is perfect. Like I can even go around. We'll go around to the side here. Lewis is like, you ruined it. You ruined it. But look, you can see, if I can get the camera to fucking settle down, you can see the little knuckle in there.
I would have to, I mean, it's hell to stick your finger in there, but it's about an inch down in there. So we're good. Watch out, gnarly S. Charlie. Oh, good. Well, tragically, the other day, when I was trying to show one of the, I think it's selenite, the knife thing, I fucking dropped it off the goddamn shelf in here. So it broke. I was kind of upset, but I was also live, so I just kind of played it off, but it sucked. I was not too happy about it. But yeah, here we are in the man cave. You should. You should start one for the shop. And then show all your guys' stuff. No. Fine. Yeah, that's a rock. I can't remember what this shit's called. It's like Labradorite, maybe. Yeah, this is the cool shit shelf. This rock is really cool because it fucking gets this crazy electric blue look to it on different light angles. You know, sometimes it just looks like a normal rock. When I've got this other, fuck, hold on, let me turn that off. Had a other light back there just beaming. Actually, I think, no, that won't really help back here. Forgot about the gremlin. Oh yeah. He's holding the safety joint, but that thing's like a year old, so now it's probably a really unsafe joint. Oh, to drop in the knife. Oh, you must be a little bit behind. Like, it might have buffered a little bit and put you out of the actual live. But yeah, I still have this piece of selenite. It's looking kind of weird though. And then I still have the knife somewhere. Where did I put it? I think I put it behind everything, maybe. Where did I put it? Problem is, it's in two frickin' pieces now, so it's a lot smaller than it used to be. This is a chunk of amethyst. Amethyst is probably my favorite. And I got this big old chunk of smoky quartz, which is almost pure black. It's so dark. And a piece of citrine. Oh, there it is. I might be able to epoxy that back together or something. Part of the handle broke off too. I think it's under my race chair. Look, I can stick it together just right, so I think maybe I could glue it. Or, like I said, maybe epoxy would do it. But yeah, I had it sitting right where that spear is For the longest time, it was sitting in there leaning like that. And then the other day I went to show it and I literally bumped it and it fell from up here, the top fucking rope. I was like, nah, I couldn't stop it. You know, it's fucking bullshit. I still have it at least. And I'll probably fix it. Yeah, just try to click your screen and then there should be a little live icon. And if it's not like got like the red circle next to it, then you're not really live. Like you got to click on that live icon and it'll bring you to the live. This is malachite, I think, which is like a weird copper ore. And it's really hard to tell, but it's doing some really crazy stuff. You know, it's like a whole bunch of bubbles in a suspended animation. And there's some really, really tiny bubbles here that you have to have this thing in your hands to be able to see and appreciate. Yeah, this one is really cool. It's really trippy looking. Like if you actually look at it in real life, it's got some really awesome shit going on. Like all these different bubbles. And this is one of my favorites, my anhydro. It's really hard to see, but there is a bubble inside of this. Even I have a hard time finding it at first. I can't remember. Let me see, hold on. It's very small, so it's hard to tell. Yeah, there it is. So you have to look right in the center of this face. Right at the end of my fingertip there is the bubble. Let's see if I can get it to move in a way that you guys can see it. Probably not. There's too much reflective light in here. But there's basically a small chamber inside here with a little bit of water and a little bit of air, so it makes a little bubble inside there. And there's no telling how old that is. Also got this rock, which glows in the dark, but you do have to charge it with the sun or even a light, like a really bright flashlight or something. It's pretty cool. Tiger's eye. Yeah, I've got just this little pouch of rocks that I was carrying around with me, and I would give people a rock out of this just so that they would get interested in rocks. And I think I got all these at Darcy's shop as well. I think that's it right there, right? Is that a little bit of tiger's eye? I can't remember. Maybe that's not it, but I think this is just a little piece of it. I got a couple of them in there. This is some fluorite, or a pretty big mass of it actually, and it's, you know, you have to see it in person probably to really appreciate all the different nodes, you know, but it's just a big wad of crystals. And it's mostly like this milky blue, but there is a really tiny patch of almost like a watermelon red or like a purple right in that spot that I'm looking at there. And but it's really hard to see it. It's like deep inside there. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got this pyrite cube. Oh, this mammer jammer. This thing might be half gold. Probably not, but it could be. That's iron pyrite. That's a crystal, you know. Iron pyrite forms in nature like this. And you can find it sometimes. Probably really difficult to find it in this size though. And then I've got some of my blades. They're also rocks, right? Because they're steel. That's a rock. It's fucking hot up here, you guys. I don't think I turned on the AC today. Hold on, let me see what you're seeing. It's a metalloid. Yeah. That's my Apakatana, made by Zombie Tools. It's the real deal. It would take a zombie head off probably in one quick chop. It definitely cuts brush. Oh. And this is the Difos. It's real well, it's not totally sharp, you know, not as sharp as I'd like, but it's sharp enough. No, it's just it's an acid etch finish. They also do like a nickel finish, which looks like stainless steel basically. But the acid etch is just like their standard thing. And it's kind of cool because it comes out unique, you know. They just drip acid, I think, on the blade at some point and it stains it. But it's, you know, no two blades are going to have the same etching. Yeah. We got the little mauler. Got to be careful with this one too, because it's sharp on the top from there to the tip. It is sharp on the top, and then the inner curve is sharp as fuck. You know, and you're meant to hold it like that. That's fucking nasty. That's pretty much only for defense. Like, there's no practical reason. Like, imagine trying to gut a fish with this thing. Imagine trying to put it back in the sheath. What the fuck? Oh, I see. I was trying to buckle it in the wrong spot. I haven't held that one in a minute. And then we've got the Trauma Hawk, which I still need to throw this and see how that goes. I've never done it yet. I'm gonna have to watch that little fucker right there, you know, when I go to throw it. I gotta be careful because it could easily hook me. Only in America. Yeah. These I had to order, you know, they're like special made or something, where you get them kind of custom made. But yeah, probably, I don't think they would ship it to Germany, and probably not anywhere in Europe. And then if things get really out of hand, I'm not good with these at all. It's fucking scary. Put those away. Dude, I bought those at a yard sale for $10, and when I got them, I watched a couple YouTube videos, and then I thought, yeah, I can use that. And then I went outside and tried to, and I hit myself in the elbow, and I think I had a little chip in my elbow for a while. Like it was like hurting just to rub on it for like a year. Yeah, weird weapons are neat. There's some neat weird weapons. I know that the ballistic knife in real life is a piece of crap, but I still kind of want one. Do we like Rammstein? I haven't listened to him in a long time, but I always kind of liked him. Not like a huge Rammstein fan, but I definitely wouldn't skip the song, I don't think, if it came on the radio. Charlie! What trick you? Man, my chicken's probably done. It's probably burnt. Let's look at it. My tripod's about to fall off. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. We're doing good. The temperature was a little low, actually. Probably because I had the lid on still. I gotta tighten that back up. Darcy, are you just saying that because fucking of Trailer Park Boys? We are Scorpion! Look at that chicken. Molly, stop fucking around over there. It's cooled down though. I don't like that. Molly, get away from me, you little shit. Molly, I'm gonna fight you. We're gonna throw down right here over this chicken. Ugh. Where's my camera going? I think Darcy's singing some song or something, you guys. Ugh. That was a nice truck. Opeth? Or is it Opeth? I've never heard of them. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, the chicken. Opeth? Did I say Opeth?
first? Fuck. I think so. What about Ammon Amarth? I think that's how you say it. They're pretty good. That'd be cool if I could pull up Spotify and listen to music out here while I was streaming. But I don't think my phone will do it. I don't think we've got it. Ooh. Yeah. We're going slow on the chicken, which is good. I like to slow cook things. I'm watching some juices drip down. Oh, thank you, no. I was feeling very sick there for a second. Look what Molly's doing. She's been doing this to Smokey lately. Oh, I blew it. Basically, she was standing over her and just licking her ear, like licking the inside of her ear. Oh, she's got to get the other one. I'm not sure if this is some sort of weird dominance thing, and I don't know who's dominating who. You know, is Molly dominating Smokey because she's on top of her, or is Smokey dominating her because she's making her lick the inside of her ear? Like, that can't taste good. I don't think. Not like licking an eye. She's comforting Smokey. I could see that. I don't know. I don't like to say it, but I think there could be something wrong with the Smokey, because she's lost, like I said, she's lost like 20 pounds this summer. She's definitely slowed down a bit. And she's kind of older, you know. I hope she'll make it through the winter. And it sucks, you know. Fucking dogs, man. Diesel's not long for this world. Yeah, I bet. He's an old dog, too. He's probably a bit older than Smokes. He's a girl, huh, Smokey? Yeah. Yeah, I can help you, Darce. I've got shovels and gloves and a nice pickaxe. Some places around here are fucked for digging holes, though. There's some nice spots, though, too, where it's like all fairly easy. But I don't mind either way. Do it wherever. Do it right into the damn side of a mountain if you want. Yeah, I suppose it's the way she goes, you know. Get you a dog and you love them so much you don't want to ever lose them. And then you do, and then you don't ever want to have another one. Diesel is 13. That's crazy. Well, Smokey, you got to go another 5 years. That's the rules. She's looking at me like, you're out of your fucking mind. No, I've been giving her, they make these hemp treats that I buy them at the feed store here in town where I buy her dog food. And then sometimes I actually give her gummies, though, like edibles, when she's in a bit of pain, or when she, basically there's days where she'll overdo it out here and then she'll be limping around, and I want her to take it easy, you know, and it's hard to get her to just lay down because she'll hear something and take off running again, and it's just like, God. So I will medicate her on occasion. Try to get her to rest a little bit. Yeah, I can't remember what's all in these fucking... I think there's that and some other shit. Let me grab them. Come on. Smokey, you already had your hemp treats today. It's like $40 for this bottle, but it's advanced. Well, it's flipped because you guys are looking at me. Hold on. It's advanced collagen and hemp seed something. Glucosamine, 700 milligrams, and then a whole bunch of other shit. She loves them, and they do seem to help. Like, I give her 2 of these every morning, and she seems to be pretty good. And then there's some days where I forget, and then I can tell, and I'm like, fuck. Yeah, I think the collagen is important too. It's like it helps with their joints, which is probably a big part that deteriorates. Now, if I could just get Molly to stop messing with her. Molly, leave her alone. God. Yeah, Smokey, you're okay. Molly, quit it. I'm going to whop you one right on the top of your head. I'm going to grab that broom and just give you a good smacking. You fucking quit it. She's hurting her, basically, so she'll, you know, go from one side to the other and try to keep her away from me, and then Smoke gets pissed because she's just trying to come over and get some love. Diesel is on Duramax. That's funny. That's like, there's a Duramax diesel engine, so it just sounds like they go together. I imagine Diesel's out in the yard rolling coal, like he takes a shit and then he farts and it's like this black cloud of smoke and he goes running across the yard. I have a weird sense of humor, okay? That's just the kind of thoughts that pop into my head. I could see Diesel doing that though and like really having fun with it. Charlie, what are you doing, you little gnarly? This little guy. It's my PIC now. My little partner in crime. You got a little bird dog or something on your chest. Yep, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. There we go. I got it. It's like a little stick or something, but it was stuck in his fur all weird. Yeah. Yeah, it was stuck in your fur all weird, you little Charlie. I'm gonna get your snoot. Let me get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Oh, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Okay, I'm gonna let you down because you're being real gnarly. I gotta check this chicken too. We got our little meat thermometer here. You can ask as many questions as you want. $129 on that one. Yeah, we're not getting that much heat here. What the hell, boss? These are slow cooking. They are big drums though. Big old drumsticks. That one's only 111. I have to throw another couple of pieces of charcoal in there. I don't like this charcoal that I got. It's this Kingsford competition shit. I bought 4 bags of it earlier this year, thinking it was just their regular stuff because it looks very similar. But it pretty much, it gets up to temperature real fast and then it kind of goes out real fast, so I hate it. The anime Naruto, yeah, I'm familiar with it. I wasn't like a avid watcher or anything, but I do know of it. I gotta grab my charcoal. You guys can watch. I need to grab a couple pot holders, you guys. I'll be right back. Whoa. Settle down, you guys. Molly and Smokey, you're not being nice to each other. It's unnecessary. Yeah, you tell them, Charlie. Frig off with their growling. I don't want to throw worth a shit. I get more charcoal in there though. You sent me a video? Roger? Have you been watching fucking Karate Kid clips?
I have too. Like a whole bunch of like Mr. Miyagi shit. I saw this one and it kind of hit me a little bit. It was the part where I think it's Karate Kid 2. And it's this part where Mr. Miyagi confronts this other karate uh, sensei or whatever, you know, and he pretty much boops him on the nose. And then Daniel asks him why he didn't just kick his ass. And he says, because to live with anger like that is to know a fate worse than death or something. And I was like, message! It's like, stop trying to unzip me, Miyagi. You fuck. Sweep the leg. Yeah. Have you seen the video theory about how Daniel's actually the bad guy? It's pretty convincing, honestly. The Karate Kid 1 is really good, but I still hate the part where his girlfriend is just like cheering him on at the end fight, and she's just so annoying and so loud. I mean, it's not that bad, I guess, but it's kind of annoying. I wonder if I should turn these around. It's kind of hotter on the other side. Fuck. Smoke in my eyes. So hot. There. Now you can see the side that was cooking a little faster. Watching a lot of Stargate, you know, because of the aliens. Sensei Miyagi ain't got shit on Sensei Rex. If you study with my 8-week program, you too will become a weapon. Bow to your sensei. I need to check the temp on these on this side. Make sure we're not going over. Ooh. 140. We're getting there. We're getting places. Should do book voiceovers. I've really been considering, like, seriously doing voice acting work for like games or something. But yeah, that might be cool too. I could do like some book reading, some fancy book reading. I just want to be like one like character in a game, you know, vendor somewhere in just some fucking weird game. Just make me in, put me in the game. I gotta be able to say "oh good." I gotta be able to work an "oh good" in there.
so that people know it was me. No, what I really should do is write a book about my life. I've been kicking around that as an idea as well, you know, and it's pretty crazy story. I think there's a lot to it that I even kind of leave out most of the time, and um, shit, that's getting way too hot now. Drop a screw. Dropping screws. And put those away. Toss you a chicken leg. Oh, dude, it is crazy. Yeah, write a book and then narrate it. I think that is a common thing that people do. Just look at it, you guys. Oh, yeah. It looks so good. These little black things that look like a fucking wannabe cell phone are just like support things for my little rotisserie setup. They're kind of permanent to the grill setup now because I built them and I don't feel like taking them off. Sometimes I whack my knuckles on them and it hurts like hell. Rotisserie cell phone devices, yeah. You know what I really want is one of those standing rotisserie setups where you put the meat on a skewer and then you got the burner that's like along the back side of it, you know, and then it rotates like for making the gyros and kebabs and shit, dude. I want to fucking get into doing that. Yeah. I also need to make some cinnamon rolls. I was told to my face that it's been years and people aren't getting no cinnamon rolls. So I guess I'm going to have to start making those again. Yeah, Dars, look up. It's like doner kebab. It's like DONER and then KEBAB, like kebab, doner kebab. It is a thing that I ate over in, I think when I was in Greece, they had like a bunch of different stands for them, you know, but they're more of like a Middle Eastern thing, I think. But, or, you know, it's like Greece does the gyro and I think maybe Turkey does the kebab, but they're very similar, you know. But it's like if you live over in Europe, they're pretty common now, and I think they're they're in other places. But who said that to my face? Who had the bravery? No, it was cool. It was just this lady. She was like, "I was told you had really good cinnamon rolls, and I want one, and I don't think you've made them." And I was like, "Yeah, you know, I haven't made them in years." And then she even kind of hinted at putting huckleberries in them, so I might have to do that. Also, I gotta cook some barbecue chicken on Wednesday. I'm gonna do some herb nest chicken for my son, and then I'm also gonna try to do some like chipotle huckleberry barbecue sauce. See how that turns out. In Germany, you get the best doner. Oh, good. She wants cinnamon rolls with huckleberries, yeah, and kolaches. It's been a grip since I've seen you make those. Yeah, Callie makes them. She made them not too long ago, actually.
You show Lewis my pretzels?
Yeah, well, let me see it. I'll show it on camera here. I don't want to eat it though, because I've already had like 3 of these
I
fucking
know.
things today. But yeah, this is the soft baked pretzel that she made. Little char on the bottom, not bad though. What?
That's just the egg wash.
Oh, it's just egg wash because it's like a piece of French toast apparently.
No, it makes it hard on the outside. Like
It gives it a hard on the outside.
No.
I mean, it makes it hard on the outside. You guys are all becoming voyeurs now. Dude, I swear to God, I get like twice, maybe 3 times the views just sitting out here talking about bullshit than I do playing games in my room, which leads me to believe that people just want to see my face and not the game. Like, you guys want to talk to me about things and not me just sit there playing a game. I gotta put the lid on this thing. Get these things done. My shorts are trying to slide right off me though. You guys want to see a little show. Oh, Tyler just texted me. Saw a video recently on how to make pretzels, and they are surprisingly not too hard to make. Dude, I saw a video yesterday on how to make cookies with no flour. It's like you make a meringue and you add chocolate to it and then more chocolate to it, and then you kind of fold it all together and then you scoop it out and bake them, and they plump up and turn into this bizarre kind of dough that melts in your mouth like sugar, I guess, or like cotton candy. People love you and like you. Who are you talking to? You're not talking to me. No one loves me. You're crazy. I like you, but you're crazy. You're too slow to write now because you're drunk. Well, party on, man. Yeah, I don't know. I have like 0 self-esteem, you guys. Maybe not 0. Sometimes I do have a self-esteem and some confidence. I'm really bad at receiving compliments. I don't know how to take them, you know? I always feel awkward about it, I guess. Like, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm just so great, you know, and then feel like I'm being arrogant. My chicken's popping in there. Looks like we're up to 400 degrees on the thermometer. Take the compliment and shut up, you fat. No. You gotta take them sometimes. Yeah, I guess. I don't know if I deserve a whole bunch of compliments, man. Kind of a jerk. I feel like I've been kind of a jerk most of my life. There's my hummingbird again. Oh, I mentioned him and he took off. Take the good with the bad. Yeah, for sure. Well, and we got to try to focus on the good. It's too easy to get all fucking stuck on the bad, stuck on the past. We get stuck in the past and then life keeps going, you know? It'll leave you sitting right where you were. Oh, that's cool, no? That's a big part of what I like to do, you know, is just fucking help people figure these games out and shit. Yeah. Little Charlie down here being a freaking maniac. He's like, you guys aren't gnarly enough. Charlie, you're the one that dug that hole. I don't know why you're tripping in it. Oh, you're gonna dig it even more. Dig it. Okay. I'm gonna get you, Charlie. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. What are you doing? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get you. You should see his face when he's taking off. I'm gonna get you. He's so fast, I can't even keep up with him. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, Charlie. I'm gonna get him. 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 Where's your balls at? Or ball. I should say ball instead of balls. Charlie. Here's your little whistling ball. You give me that ball, Charlie. Give me that. I'm gonna get it. Ow, Smokey. Yeah, he's super quick, dude. He's like, grab it. He'll drop the ball. Oh, he put it in his hole. He's a hole-in-one, Charlie. Now he's just gonna play with it for a minute. Oh, he dropped it in their water dish, which is totally empty. Thanks for reminding me, bud. You guys need some water. What a little smartass. He's leaving it in there for me. You little shit. You are so smart. He's like, get me some water, damn it.
Hold on, bud. Gotta look at it. All right. Molly, no chomping. Oh, okay. Oh man, this chicken smells so good. Oh, ooh, really darkened up. Yeah. Probing. Temperature's still going up. We're at 163, 164. Still going up. Show me 165. Boom. That's chicken done right there. Well, you guys can't quite see it. It's perfect. All right. I need to get this off the barbecuer. Watch out. No, Charlie. No screwing around. All right. Let me bring this in the house. It's probably hot. Yeah, a little bit. Some of the smaller ones might have got a little more than done, but that's okay. I'm not gonna eat all of it. Maybe. You're going offline? No. All right, man. Have a good one. Thanks for watching me cook some chicken. Rest of yous as well. Have a good one. Because I'm gonna go eat the chicken. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Take it easy, Lewis, Zombie Boss, Darcy. No. Have a good night, you guys. Bye.